Ever wondered why some people seem to bounce back from failure stronger than ever, while others let it defeat them? Today, we're delving into the intriguing world of failure. Yes, you heard it right. Failure. It's a word that most of us dread, a word that we often associate with defeat, with loss. But what if we told you that failure can be the key to your success? Take a moment to think about the most successful people you know. Folks like Thomas Edison, J.K. Rowling, and Steve Jobs. What's common among them? They all experienced failure not once, not twice, but multiple times. Yet they didn't let it break them. They embraced it, learned from it, and used it as a stepping stone to achieve their dreams. Their resilience and their ability to transform failure into success are what sets them apart. The difference lies not in the failure itself, but in how we respond to it. The first step in embracing failure is acknowledging it. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But it's often easier said than done. You see, we live in a world where failure is often stigmatized, misunderstood, and even feared. It's seen as a blemish, a black mark that tarnishes our record. But here's the twist. Failure is a natural part of life, and more importantly, the learning process. Imagine a toddler learning to walk. They stumble and fall, and yet they rise again undeterred. They don't perceive their tumbles as failures, but as steps towards their goal. And that's precisely how we should view our failures, not as catastrophic ends, but as stepping stones on the path to success. So let's challenge societal norms. Let's change our mindset. Let's acknowledge our failures, not with shame, but with understanding and acceptance. Remember, acknowledging failure is not admitting defeat, but taking the first step towards success. Having acknowledged failure, the next step is to learn from it. This is where the magic happens. When we stumble, it's not the fall that defines us, but rather how we pick ourselves up. It's about dusting ourselves off and analyzing what led to the misstep. Was it a lack of preparation, a misjudgment, or perhaps a risk that didn't pay off? The beauty of failure is that it provides us with a unique opportunity to identify these pitfalls and blind spots. It acts as a mirror, reflecting to us areas that need improvement. What can we tweak? What can we do differently next time? These are the questions that failure prompts us to ask. Failure is not the enemy, it's a teacher, providing valuable feedback and lessons that are essential for our growth and improvement. It's the springboard that propels us towards success. So instead of dwelling on the failure, focus on the lessons it has taught you. Lastly, once you've learned from your failure, it's time to turn those lessons into action. Imagine failure as a springboard, launching you toward your goals with newfound wisdom and insight. The lessons you've learned from your setbacks aren't just abstract concepts to ponder, they're practical tools you can utilize. They're the kindling for your willpower, the blueprints for your strategy, and the compass leading you toward success. Perseverance and resilience are your unwavering companions in this journey. Embrace them. They are the fortitude that keeps you standing in the face of adversity, the grit that propels you forward when the path is steep, and the determination that fuels your resolve when the finish line seems distant. Each failure you encounter is an opportunity to strengthen these traits, redefine your approach, and reaffirm your commitment to your goals. So, when failure knocks on your door, welcome it, learn from it, rise from it. Remember, failure is not the end of the road, but a detour on the journey to success. In conclusion, failure is not something to be feared or avoided, but to be embraced and learned from. Let's recap what we've discussed. We've acknowledged that failure is inevitable, a part of life's journey. We've learned that it's not the stumbling block but the stepping stone, a tool for growth and development. By examining our failures, we've found they are lessons in disguise, offering invaluable insights to help us improve. We've seen how turning failure into action is the key to turning mistakes into stepping stones for success. Embracing failure is not about celebrating defeat, but about acknowledging and learning from our missteps. It's about using these experiences to build resilience, cultivate a mindset of growth, and propel us forward on our path to success. After all, every failure brings you one step closer to success. So, start embracing failure today and see where it leads you tomorrow.